I grew up playing sports my whole life, and in 8th grade, 7th and 8th grade, well, until 8th grade I played football and I had a lot of friends from football, and then I went to high school in 9th grade and I thought I'd try golf. So, I wasn't that good at golf. I wasn't that good at football, which is why I thought I'd try golf. So I ended up being on the golf team, and in fall of my freshman year, my mom, who left me out in the sun a lot at the beach when I was growing up. I have a lot of freckles, that's why. It's my mom's fault. She made me get a dermatologist appointment. So we go there, and I had like 3 or 4 biopsies there, and they check it, and everything's fine. And halfway through fall, I think it was around late September, because golf was kind of winding down, and we were getting to like tournament play and stuff like that. I picked off a scab on my arm, and it grew back as a freckle, and I was like, that's not right. That's not how. That's not how the rest of them got there. So I had to get stitches out of my arm for another biopsy. I had like I said, I had a bunch. And when I was there, I was like talking to my dermatologist, and I was like, so there's this like I picked a scab off, and it grew back as a freckle. And I'm kind of hoping she's like, yeah, that's totally normal, happens all the time. It's not totally normal, doesn't happen all the time. And she's like, we should take a look at that. So she biopsied that, they cut it out. And like a week later, they called me back. And by the way, my dermatologist is in Erie, so I'm just wanted to give a little shout out there. But she calls me back like a week later, go back to Erie, and she has to take a deeper biopsy out. So it comes back, and turns out it's like full-blown melanoma. And I was a freshman in high school, so I was like, all right, cool. Didn't really understand what that meant. My mom was freaking out. If you were here last week, my mom freaks out about me doing laundry and stuff too. It's just a theme in my life. But so it was like a couple weeks later, and through all this, I still had my really good friends from football through, whenever I could play football through 9th grade. And we all still hung out, and we all still, hung out and had parties together and played games when we weren't at practices. And the reoccurring argument that always happened was that golf was not a sport. And I was like, I defended it so hard. I was like, it is. Like, there's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot of technique, it's different than football, but like, it's definitely a sport. And we had this argument since I started playing golf in the summer till the end. And I went and I got plastic surgery. I had to go to a plastic surgeon, and they cut like a football size thing out of my arm, and they like took a big group of skin out and pulled it out, which was the melanoma, and I had to get tested like a week later, and I was fine. But the first scar I got was from the melanoma on my arm, and the second scar I got was when my doctor said, you can't do any sports. I was like, all right. Oh, but I'm on the golf team. He said, oh, no, you should be fine. And so my friend Zave will probably never let me live that one down.